All right, very nice. All right, coming up we have a treat, a rare treat. Mr. Momo Smitt is in the house. Momo used to come to the Sunday night open mic for about a year, very regularly. He's been out of town, he's been in and out of town. Normally we'd have some beats and he could do a little, rap hip-hop thing, but we don't have the right chord to... Anybody have a 1/4 inch to double RCA out there? Saying we don't carry this chord around with us, so we don't have the right chord. But Momo's going to give us some spoken word here. Let's hear it from Momo Smitt. How far are you going to roam?
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you taping?
I'll be ready.
I hate the way they wind those lights up.
I know, man. I know. Somebody gave me a cookie earlier, so love songs, huh? I felt a little bit alone. She didn't know where I'd come from. She felt me where I was. Love, love, leave love out of it. She said, then love's out of it, I guess. I just needed a place to rest my head. And we kissed in the sand, and I wished that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow, when we kissed in the sand, I wished that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow. I got in my car and I left your apartment, started the car and drove till the morning came. Windshield wipers swished in vain. These tears are like rain, but I'm holding again to the memory sin. Apps is firing, inaccurate, and I wish that I was more like a kid again. Innocent, but I don't forget, though I try to forgive. The bills stack up from these bandages, and I wish that I lived a little bit closer than the same continent. And we kissed in the sand, and I wish that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow, and we kissed in the sand, I wish that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow, nobody's begging anybody for anything. We're not enemies, we're just caught in all of it. See the world through a different lens, so it's red and gray and black and white. I arrive the day you catch the flight. I'm old enough to know you're not alone, but I dream of a life where I'm your someone, and we held hands while breaking it off. Go to hell if you think that I'm making this up. Your lips were the first that I kissed in a year, and I miss you the most when I look in the mirror, and you're not there in front of me, and it's haunting me. On this summer's eve, and we kissed in the sand, and I wish that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow, when we kissed in the sand, and I wish that we had it all. Each letter she wrote, and she took my hand, and we ran on a beach called Hope. Like forever's tomorrow. Thanks, guys. I had a heart attack on New Year's Day, and I wrote a song about it and how much I appreciate this life, and it's definitely a love song. So, wish I had the music, but I'll share one more with you, and this one's called Alive. La 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 la, I am alive. La 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 la, I am alive. La 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 la, I am alive. La 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 la, I am alive. and the cold settled. I watched the sky as the snow fell like rose petals. I let my eyes bleed dry inside that hospital. I let myself draw blanks as I reassess my life beside that oxygen tank. I saw success and a lot of failure as I clenched to the stems of my azaleas. Yeah, that scent so familiar, feeling old, ancient. They study me, an artifact, the mystery, a young man's heart attack. They asked me if I ate unhealthy, if it was methamphetamine. They even asked if I had HIV. They asked me if I ate unhealthy and if it was methamphetamine, and had I ever taken drugs intravenously. And I can talk about invasive, the pushing of my patients, want an EKG from me while I'm hyperventilating, staring at the faces of 100 different strangers. I saw death and realized that it was sacred. La da 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 da. I am alive. La da 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 da. I am alive. La da 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 da. I am alive. La da 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 da. I am alive. I need a lot less than I thought to live. I need that blood clot test to not read positive. I need people around me that value consciousness, and I don't need much else. I saw then that I was resting in a room, not a cell. I walk 11 laps around the hospital to map a mile, monitor attached to my chest and wrapped inside my gown, feeling stripped of everything I own, skin and bone, with my heart steady ticking like a metronome. We don't know. The nurses, they don't know. The doctor, he don't know. Prognosis unknown. We don't know. The nurses, they don't know. The doctor, he don't know. Diagnosis unknown. And so I leave, not too much achieved, although I know I don't have cardiovascular disease. Standing on the street, taking in the breeze while I wonder what my next step should be. La da da.